So, hey guys, hello. We're out visiting the kids, and while they're getting some dinner ready, I thought, why not make a video? Because I don't think I'll be able to do the Spain vlog, and I just thought I could make a video, and I thought I could talk about. I think it's called a half year check in, or how things have been going. Um, the half year has already passed. We're in August now, and but yeah, we're still gonna do it. One of the things I want to talk about is my health journey, my going to the gym, I think I'll call it, and walking. um a lot of things happened. My daughter gave birth, and then we kind of traveled here because it was also around the same time it was vacation. We went for vacation in Bornholm, and we did walk around, but yeah, I don't know what happens during summertime. I seem to fall off the wagon of my working out. But I also think, like everybody knows, it was so hot. I don't know what happens during the summertime, but I feel like when during autumn and winter, I'm always very active, and then summer comes where I should normally be like going out because the weather is good. Then it has happened many times. Then I kind of fall off the wagon. But the excuse for this year, it was hot. It was so hot. And when I came from work, I just couldn't go out and walk because I'd been at work. And I didn't want to go to the gym. I absolutely didn't want to go to the gym because it was so hot. So I have fallen off the wagon, but I think I'm gonna jump right back. And I think I've already done that. I tried to go to the gym when we were on vacation. I actually saw this guy make a video about when people are going on vacation, they pack for the person they are, but also they pack for the person they want to be. And he mentioned something like people packing gym clothes even if they have not been working out. And that was me. I had not been working out for a couple of weeks, and then I packed some gym clothes. But I did go to that gym, but it ended up being so hot. And the problem, I was sweating so much, and I cannot wash my hair every day. But I was sweating so much that I had to wash my hair every day, and I just didn't bother that. But I went out and walked twice. I walked out once, and I went for a walk twice. One of the walks, I think I went 5 kilometers. But I'll jump on the wagon again, and I know because I don't want to be overweight, and yeah, that's not an option. Absolutely not. So yeah, I think it's getting cooler now. Today it has been also another hot day, and again I will not be bothered to go to the gym, but I can still go and walk. I think another thing that happens in June with have allergies, and they're so bad during that time. It's okay, guys. I put on the glasses. The sun is killing me. Yeah, it's the pollen is so high, and I cannot go outside. And even if I go to the gym, I always feel like my breathing and all that is not so good. My lungs are not functioning as good. So, but I guess that's still an excuse. I could just work out at home. But I'm always tired because of the medicine and the allergies. They make you so tired. Yeah. So I fall off the wagon. What else? My YouTube, I usually have been posting twice a week. But I think actually I started posting once a week, and I had focused on had focused on quality instead of quantity. And I noticed that actually, like, I make a little bit of money, and I noticed that even sometimes when I made one video a week, actually I still made the same amount of money, sometimes a little bit more than when I was posting twice a week. Because I think I was focusing so much on the quality. But I think when winter comes, I might post twice because we don't have so much to do. I think another reason of me not posting twice a week, also like the gym, working out, because there's so much. It seems like when the spring comes, the garden is so big, and I think that's another thing I want to talk about. Like sometimes I feel overwhelmed with the garden. Our garden is beautiful. We built it from scratch, but to be honest, I feel like sometimes it's overwhelming and it's taking away from the rest of my hobbies because there's so a lot. But I think I know, like my neighbor will say, Millie, that's your own fault. Because every time I'm in the garden, they make a joke and let Milan, you're not done planting plants. Are you not done buying plants? I say, no, I'm a plant hoarder. Yeah, and I'm trying not to hoard plants. But yeah, I'm a plant hoarder. I like plants inside and outside. I'm a plant hoarder. So I think that's the thing also I've been changing, like not to buy plants because our garden is full now. And I'm taking from pots and putting into the garden. And the garden is growing. We have grown some big plants. We have grown some butterfly plants, I think they're called. And those they become so big. But when you have a garden, you never stop, you never stop gardening, you keep on doing it. But I also feel like we're not young. My husband is not young anymore, and I don't want him to be doing all these things because he's not young anymore, and we need to start thinking about that. And the house, like when summer comes, then you have the house inside to take care of, laundry, grass, and oh my god, it just seems like so much and just takes away from everything you want to do. And I don't like that feeling of the garden taking away, for example, from me going to the gym. And I feel like I have many other hobbies. But again, I feel like during the winter time, I have the time to do all these hobbies. I have knitting, I started up knitting. I love knitting. I haven't been knitting like the way I want to do. I love collaging. I love doing all this painting and stuff. And I feel like gardening just takes away from that during the summertime. But I feel like it's okay. We have another whole 7 month inside the house. So those hobbies I can pick up from there. So that's one other thing I was gonna say. I haven't been knitting a lot, and have been like I have so many. What do they call them? Whips, I think they're called in a knitting language. Like you have this. You start a scarf, and you start a sweater, and you start a cardigan, but you have all these things you have started and they're not finished. Like you have started on them, but you have not finished them. I think it's called work in progress. Yeah, I think the ones people who knit, they know what it means. So I have a lot of whips. And yeah, but I think I don't want to have a lot of them. So I think sometimes I have one. If I can't figure out what I'm doing, then I put on the side until I get my daughter to help me. Yeah, so knitting has not been going so well. And another thing is the decluttering. It has not been going well. Well, I think I have worked on it, but it has not gone as I have wanted it to go. But again, I am going to give an excuse because of the heat. For me, I felt like I could not concentrate on anything with this heat. It was just too much. You feel tired. The same thing like when we were in Spain. I felt like I couldn't. I could do Sudoku. I could look in my phone and I could read a little bit, but I could not concentrate on things like planting I want to do. I could not focus. It was just too hot. So the decluttering, it has gone okay, I think, especially with the garden. I think I've thrown out a lot of pots, and I'm continuing to do that because we have this week, like last week of our holiday, and we're going home Friday, and I'm going to continue. Like I'm starting outside, throwing out a lot of pots and getting rid of things. And the older I'm getting, I feel like I'm thinking about it every day. Every day I'm thinking about it, like you can't have all this stuff. I need to get rid of this stuff because also I feel like I don't think I want to stay in this home forever. I don't know. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like moving to the city and stuff like that. So I don't want to feel like I'm buying to the house. I love our home, and every time I look at our garden, I'm like, ah, could I ever leave this beautiful garden? But I don't want to feel bound down by things. So I'm beginning. I'm only 51, but I'm beginning to want to clean out on my life, and I really, really want to. I think that's going to be one focus for me in the next year. But I still have a few months left for this year, and I'm going to try and work on that, guys. And if you've been here, you know I've been talking about that. My husband always laughs. So does my daughter. When I talk about decluttering, they all laugh because they think like it's a joke. But I am serious, and I really want to do it. I feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed. Lots of shoes, lots of clothes, lots of plants, lots of everything. It's just overwhelming. And I work with people sometimes who have been hoarding, and I don't want to end up being that lady. Another thing I think we want to change is about the way we are traveling, because I feel like when we went to Spain. We spent a lot of money in a hot place. We couldn't do anything. That money we could have saved it and added on a little bit more money and went and had a very nice travel. Like we want to go to Lamu, for example. I want to take my husband to Lamu. We want to go to, well, we want, for example, go back to. I would like to go back to Santorini. I would like to go to Vietnam. Those kind of vacation. you need good money, and I think it's more culture to experience than just going to Mallorca and stuff like that, which is also nice, But I think I would like this kind of travels, eh, like where there is more culture, things to not just to go for the sun and the beaches and stuff like that, So I think we are changing the way we are traveling, and we'll still be traveling, going out for a weekend getaway. But we do that, and we would like to save more for some good travels instead of like this was kind of a waste of time, and it has nothing to do. It's not my local Spain's fault. It was our fault. We booked the vacation in heat, and it was a waste of money just going and lying on the beach and on the pool. That was really really a waste of money. Oh, yeah. So we don't want to do that. We want to travel differently, and yeah, that's something we're going to be working a lot on. Really save up for good travels. I've never been Zanzibar. I don't know if I want to go to Zanzibar. I would like to go to Tanzania and stuff like that. I want to go to Uganda, but then there was Ebola, so I want to save money for those kind of trips. Another thing is I talked about wanting to go out a little bit more by myself. Explore my city, and I have not been good at that. I keep on making my home so nice. I don't want to get away from it, but I think that's something I really want to work on. I have had other people talk like you have your home is so nice, and you you keep on like isolating yourself because your home is so nice. I'm not alone. I don't feel alone when I'm alone. I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. I love my own company, but that can be also a little bit dangerous. So I want to go on solo dates actually. And I hope I can do that. Try to do that before the next year, guys. I'll keep you updated on that if I do that. It's going to be a goal, for the rest of the year. Well, I'm going to try to go out in explore our city. And another thing I talked to my husband, I would like to do some solo traveling, um, because I also want to be able to be independent. I feel like I've always traveled with people, and I think it's okay. Some people they're gonna say it's not good to go travel alone when you have a husband, but my husband is okay, is fine with it. And once in a while, I would like to do go some solo traveling. I will start with the smaller cities like Budapest. I might go to Budapest alone. I might even try just by trying to go to Copenhagen by myself. I used to go to Copenhagen alone when I lived in that part of Denmark. But yeah, it could be nice to start. I think I'll start by Copenhagen and then do a little bit more. So yeah, that's something I think I had said I want to do, and I don't think I've done it at all. Um, yeah, yeah. Another thing is spending time with the family. I think we have tried, but I think we live 3.5 hours away, and I do work, and I don't think it has gone as I've wanted, because every time that goes like 2 months. But I think that's how it is for the modern grandma and grandpa, grandparents these days. If I wasn't working, I would be definitely coming a little bit more. And there are some days when I'm off and I'm just like I'm so tired. But yeah, that's something I want to do more. Um, Come here, and I don't want my grandkids to see me like a stranger. So yeah, I think that's something I'm going to try to do more. And yeah, but I think also when we are with them, it's intense. Normally when we're with them, it's like many days. It's not just like one day and then we go again. But I would like to come here and help out Claudia and play more with Lily, and be with Lola when she's she's still a baby and she honestly doesn't care. But yeah, spend more time with Lily. I think I'm going to work on doing that. But family wise, I think we've been spending time together. We have. They haven't come over, and we have been coming over, and I think that's really nice. It gives Claudia the time not to be stressing about packing two babies and driving 3 hours and all that. So I can do that without any problem. Work wise, I still am on 28 hours. I can never see myself working more. If I could ever be forced to work more, I think I can go up to 30 hours, married or not married, alone. I would rather live in a small, tiny house than work full time. I cannot do that, especially as a nurse. I am just too old to be hustling in that way. And we are becoming, I think it's called, I don't know what, it's hard for me to explain that in English, but you have been in Danish they call it communal, and now we are going to become regional, which means now we are just going to be part of the bigger hospitals, and we don't know what those changes are going to mean for us. It's from the 1st of January. Everybody doesn't know what that's going to mean, and yeah, we're just waiting and see. I think some people will quit because it might come with some rules, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, work is still going very well. I like the hours I work, and I love the job. I have good colleagues, and I wouldn't change that for anything right now. And another thing is saving up. I like shopping and stuff like that, but I've been saving. But I want to. Why do I mean saving? Like we have our common saving account where we save, but I also have like my little YouTube money I make. That's mine, and I'm trying to save a little bit more. I never touch that YouTube money because you have to pay tax on it and everything. But yeah, I have a different savings account, and I want to save a little bit more. So that's means not shopping. I can be saving much more than I am now if I wanted to. But yeah, your girl loves shopping and stuff like that. But that's something I'm working on it. I'm working on. I've been trying actually. I have done okay, but it should be better. It should be much much better. I think I'm going to set goals for myself, especially like those solo travels. I don't want those solo travels to come from mm, our travel budget. I think those are going to come from my own budget because we have our travel budget, and I don't want the solo traveling to come from that. Oh, another thing, how is it going with my hormones and stuff like that? Since I started HR treatment, I feel like it's been going very, very, very well. I feel much better compared to how I was feeling before I started. Sometimes I feel I still lack that lack of energy, but I don't get those heat waves. Those are gone. I was sweating a lot on vacation, and somebody said maybe it's the menopause. It could be the menopause because I was saying to Jan, why am I feeling like I'm the one who is sweating a lot? But sure, there must be other women who are in menopause. But I was really, really sweating a lot. But it's going very well, and not losing the weight. Yes, a little bit has something to do a little bit with the hormones, but I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. I've been eating ice, ate a lot of ice in Bornholm. I haven't been working out as I should be. When I was working out, a lot of you girls, you saw I started like losing the weight. So I cannot blame it on menopause, but emotionally wise, I'm feeling better. And the emotions I have, like not knowing, like, is this the life I want? Those things that happen when you're in this age, you always start reflecting. That has nothing to do with my hormones. That has something to do with aging. And I think like, am I where I'm supposed to be and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with my hormones. That's something to do with aging. So guys, these were some of the, I guess I'll call them updates, or yeah, media what do you call it, media review. I call this media review. Let me know what yours are, what has worked, what has not worked, the goals you had set, what has worked and what has not worked. What have you really really done and you have seen results? What are you going to keep working on? I'm going to keep on working on my walking because that was really really good for me. Working, going to the gym, that's non-negotiable. Eating healthy and trying to cut out gluten. I know my doctor said I'm not gluten sensitive, but I feel like every time I eat something with gluten, my stomach goes like poo, and so I'm going to be doing that. But guys, let me know what are your half year review? Is it called half year review? Media review, not half year. Media review. Let me know what yours are. I'm here with the kids. Let me stop filming. I just came to sit here because Jan was doing something. Your working was preparing food. Claudia was feeding the baby, and they were watching TV with Lily. And I thought, let me sit here and do a little video because I don't think I'll be able to do the vlog like I said. So yeah, what day is it today? So it's just Wednesday, guys. So I hope I can upload this one on Friday, and yeah, you can look forward to. There's nothing to look forward from the vlog from Spain because it's not so much, but I'm going to make a vlog. So let me end the vlog let me end the video, guys, here. And by the way, if you are new here, my name is Millie. If I did not say that, welcome. There's come a lot of new followers, subscribers. I'm really happy to have you here, guys, and my whole subscribers, guys who have been here with me for a long time. I really would appreciate you. Some of you get lost for a long time, and sometimes you show up, but I think I'm going to blame the algorithm. The algorithm has really done this. It doesn't send out the videos to people who used to love my videos, but some of you who keep on watching my videos, you know who you are. I really appreciate you. Let me end the video here, guys, and I hope to see you in another video, and I hope to make more sit down videos, guys. I think some of you missed them. All right, if you have any ideas of what I can talk about, let me know. But until then, I'll see you later. Mwah.